What's up, what's up, what's up? Alright, I'm ready to get this thing going. We are going to be working on those intensifying missions. I already did some of them last night, off camera, but we've got some doozies left to go. I stopped doing them because one of them was actually really difficult. What's up, Mr. Dokkan? How you doing? Yeah, there's like a full int type mission or something or other you have to do. So that one was actually giving me a lot of trouble. And then I've heard from some chatters that there's a couple of other missions that are actually a little bit difficult too. So we're going to take care of all those. But before we even do that, the very first thing that I want to do, and in fact, it's really funny that you're here, Mr. Dokkan. You are literally the perfect person to be present for what I'm about to do. So what I want to do is I want to have team slot 1-1 right here. I want this to be a team that I can automatically proc my own friend lead. So like, I guess the Cyberman team is actually like a bad thing to do for this because there's so many people that have a rainbowed Cyberman. And my Cyberman, I actually experimented with putting an HP equip on him. Just because of the way his leader skill works out, I was curious if this is actually a better way to proc this character than the full God equip lineup. I don't know if the answer to that is yes. Honestly, it seems like the answer is no. Because look, if I auto, like, proc a friend lead here, it's just giving me someone's random, STR Cyberman. It's not actually giving me, like, my own. So I definitely want to change away from this team if it's not going to be proccing my friend lead every time. So the question is, who do I put here? Like, what's the way to metagame this so that I can always get my own friend lead? Like, ideally, we wouldn't want to have a free-to-play character, right? Like, you wouldn't want to put a manga unit or something like that. It's probably gotta be... I mean, obviously it has to be someone that I have rainbowed, and then already has God equips on him, or I guess I could put God equips on him. But there's a lot of leaders that I feel like just don't work for this kind of thing, because it's really hard to get them to proc versus something else. Rainbow Yamcha? Well, okay. The problem is that... Okay, I mean, I can try, but it's... Okay, here. We'll start with Yamcha, but I fear we will run into problems. And the reason why I'm thinking Yamcha is a bad idea is because there's other people out there that have all the God equips on Yamcha, with him rainbowed, and a lot of those people are actually on my friends list. So it's going to suggest those friends to me often over actually just giving me my, like, rainbowed Yamcha. That's kind of the issue with that. See? Like right here. When I auto it right here, it's just giving me literally one of my friends that has the exact same build as me, because there's too many of them. So this actually doesn't work out, because then when you swap back, I'm not on, you know how it works. You know how it works. So yeah, Yamcha is actually not the perfect option. There's got to be someone else. Maybe we should be targeting like a holy crap, lost my train of thought. Maybe we should be targeting like a Carnival LR that has like a singular leader skill. Like, Kaiku maybe? Because he's got, a full... Well, I guess this is only 200%. We'd want a newer one that's 220. Yeah, because man. Yeah, just 200 isn't going to be high enough. We're going to get other... Yeah, this is very, I'm not exactly sure what the answer is here. Like, maybe we could try this guy? But no, because he can proc... Yeah. There's other... We have to stay away from, like, all the GT Heroes stuff, basically. Yeah, this is wild. What unit are you using for this strategy? Yourself, Mr. Dokkan. Is it just Rainbow Yamcha that you're going for? Here, let's do this. Because it's got to be rainbowed anyway. We'll just go by activation. So all of our options are in one area. Maybe we need something that's like super specific. That has like a really specific leader skill to where we can force that unit to proc every time. You do the new Vegeta. You have him rainbowed? I mean, I'm asking because I know you do this strategy, right? Where you swap, like instead of changing your friend lead and then clicking whatever unit here, and waiting through those load screens, you actually swipe right, hit the refresh, and then swipe back, right? Like you're actively doing this strategy right now. I'm curious who you're using as the swipe team. Who are you making proc with the auto refresh to get your own leader? Are you just using Yamcha there? Or are you saying you actually rainbowed the new Vegeta and you're doing that with the new Vegeta? Let's see. Oh, well no, Pan is gonna proc Daima Goku as well. This is actually more difficult than one would expect. Huh. Yeah, it's just tough to find a unit that isn't, like, on a relevant category that's been touched recently that needs, like... Where, like, some newer, better leader is just gonna show up. One that I can't, like, contend with, you know? Maybe we should be going for a manga unit. Because I could at least place, like, a lot of units across the team that are just gonna force a manga unit to show up. But I feel like I'm gonna have the same exact problem I have there that I have with, like, the STR Cyberman and the Int Yamcha. I don't really know. Because, like, I really like the idea of this strategy. It's just, kind of hard to make it happen. Okay, and then no one from here is rainbowed, so we'd have to literally be any of these units. Yeah, I genuinely don't know. Might have to revisit this concept a little bit later. What's his leader skill again? Powerful comeback. What if we could make this guy proc? I don't know what all the powerful comeback leaders are. Let me see if there's one that's come out more recently that's gonna, like, get in the way of him. Yeah, powerful comeback doesn't have an amazing lead. Okay, let's try him. Obviously, if I do just him, it's just gonna give me, yeah, something with, like, a higher Goku's family or whatever. Okay, so let's try and do the most, like, specific powerful comeback team possible that, like, no other leader would possibly be procced other than him, right? So, like, a Boo unit on there. We'll do a Master Roshi unit on there, a Jiren. Just, like, the most different possible types of units, right? Even, like a Metal Cooler. And then, like, what, Garlic Jr.? That's enough of a different roster that no other... Yeah, there we go. Okay. This is actually working out. Okay, the way you do it, you don't need it to be your dupe. As long as it's a Vegeta when I refresh, that's all I look for. I don't have to set up. That gives my dupe every time. Oh, well... yeah, that was always plan A, right? But... the whole reason I'm doing this is because that doesn't work for me. I just get an STR Cyberman lead every time. But I'm also link leveling, you know, very low-leveled units. I don't know what you're link leveling these days, but, yeah, what I'm link leveling always procs a Cyberman. And again, maybe this will be different once the, you know, once the leader skill finally falls off for the Cyberman, but as long as it still remains, then this is going to be a problem, right? But, okay, right now, this one's actually working out. This one is working out fine. So let's go ahead and let's do a little test run real quick. We'll do a run in here and then see if it ended up actually working. But I think we did find a team. The trick was finding a unit that I had rainbowed that had the highest possible variant of its own leader skill in the game, right? So Powerful Comeback was a good category to target because there is no lead beyond a 200% lead that has the Powerful Comeback leader skill yet. So that was good. That's basically what we were trying to find. So that works well. And I'm sure eventually it'll be aged out when we get a new leader that's a 230 lead or 220 lead or whatever and has Powerful Comeback, right? Okay, so now it should be as simple as that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we've gotten a good one. Nice. And then if I run into a situation where there's another rainbowed friend that's like showing up on the friends list and impeding this one, then I'll just give him God equips and he'll have higher stats, and then it'll be fine again. It should pull mine, right? All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Definitely a-okay with that. All right, well, we finally got that fixed. That was just something I wanted to do in general to help with the grinding. Which we're probably going to be doing some more of later in the stream. But now let's go ahead and get to the missions. So, okay. Alright, let's see. So we have to do Special Battle 1. So this is against the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. We have to do this with 6 Int-type characters. That was a very hard mission that I was not able to complete. We are definitely not going to start with that one today. Okay. Stage 2 with a normal or a rare on the team. Absolutely ridiculous mission. Obviously, they want you to use the Cyberman team here. Can't really envision any other way around this one. That's probably the way in there. And in fact, I beat Stage 1 with the Cyberman team because I had thought that this mission was for Stage 1. So that was actually really annoying. I unnecessarily beat Stage 1 with the Cyberman team. So this is actually Stage 2, yeah. Alright. Just making sure that we're actually going to do the correct stage. I did fail this a couple times yesterday. While working on it. I did fail this, unfortunately. Okay, we basically have no support memories that are even relevant. So we'll just use the Icarus. Even though it's probably not going to matter too much. Okay, we need to make sure the STR Cybermen are split. They are. Unfortunately, the Int Cyberman is not on turn 1. That is definitely going to hurt us a little bit. Alright. Alright, we are set up to win. We have our rotations properly, so. What am I doing? Bro, I am trying these missions, and at the very current moment, getting sidetracked. Wait, why he asking me where to stream at? I'm live. Pfft. Ain't no way. Alright, here we go. Alright, so yeah, name of the game here is just going to be to dodge our way to victory and stuff. Sorry, just making some edits in my Discord server. Trying to get in contact with the creator of my Discord server to... Oh, yeah. Cozy got the new emote going, guys. Cozy got the new emote going. Yeah, if you guys notice down there, we got the dodge in my veins emote as well as the slime. It's double purpose. It's either you know, slime because that's very meme worthy right now, or it's also glaze. Your pick. Your pick. It's coded as glaze. It's called glaze, but it could be either. But yeah, I was saying I'm trying to get in contact with the creator of my Discord server so that I can get some little funny edits going in there, because right now I don't have a bot set up to actually notify the members of my Discord when I go live, so I have to do that manually. But definitely would like to get that automated if possible, as well as making some changes to, like, there's a lot of double uploads that happen because the video announces once when it goes for the members first, and then it announces again when it goes live for the rest of my audience. So just want to get all that stuff straightened out. Yeah, I know. I know I'm gonna be here for hours. That's why I went live for it instead of just working on it on my own, you know. Figured it was gonna be a while. These missions were kind of nasty out of nowhere. Not the biggest fan of them doing that. Just being like, oh, by the way, hope you have time this week because these missions suck. Here you go, and they're going away. Like, ugh, Dokkan, please. Yeah, time limited missions are definitely not fun. And that's like the only thing that upsets me about them, right? Because we've had some other missions in the past that are like really hard, right? Like the Extreme Class Festival Battles mission. There have been a couple of missions, like the Android Cell Saga mission for the Red Zone Pure Saiyan Broly fight. That was ridiculous. There was the Buu Saga mission for the last stage of Supreme Magnificent Battle. Like, all of these missions have really sucked over the past few months, right? But, I don't know. It's like, just leave them, and then you can wait till the game power creeps and do them. At least, you know, can you imagine how much worse those would have felt if they went away in 2 weeks after they launched? Like, ew, no. Horrible. See, I kind of hate that for this set of missions right here, especially because of the mission we're doing right now. The whole point of what we're doing right now is to clear this with a normal or rare on the team. If you're one... Okay, cool. Didn't dodge. If you're one of the people who did not manage to pull the Int Cybermen, you weren't given them for free from your free Cybermen ticket summons, then you're just not going to be able to do this mission. Like, how the heck else, without the Int Cybermen, are you going to manage to clear this fight with a rare on the team? Like, there's just no way, right? There's just absolutely no way. Are we good? Why? No, I refuse to accept a slot 7 Int Cyberman. We're not doing this right now. I'm not gonna get lucky with 2 full turns of dodges and do 0 damage. I'm good off that. I'm good off that. Still not turn 1. Should we just keep resetting until he's turn 1 so we have the best chances? I think we should. That way I'm not wasting support memories. Well, I guess I'm not using a power-up support memory. I'm just using the heal one anyway, but still. Okay. And there we go. Okay, as long as we don't have the other STR1 in slot 7. And we do. Cool. We lost. Holy moly. Yeah. Strap in, guys. It's gonna be a long one, isn't it? It seems as though it's gonna be a long one. Oh, there we go. Alright. Big chillin'. This is the run. If there was ever going to be a run, this is the run. We've got perfect, absolutely perfect rotations. In fact, the only way it could have been any better at all is if the slot 7 AGL Cyberman was on turn 1 here, instead of the int 1. But obviously the rares are... It basically doesn't matter, right? Just means we'll take a little less damage if we get hit by a normal. But even the AGL rare would still die to a super. The same way that the STR one will. The whole idea is to dodge anyway, right? And he doesn't have any better chance to do that. It's just the fact that he has type advantage makes him inherently a little bit better to tank normals. But the main thing is getting the 2 STR Cybermen split so that we can get the passive skills activated for everybody and have all that dodge available to us. And the fact that we got the int one on turn 1 is really good because, obviously, he is the damage dealer. He is that guy. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely the way to go with it. This is how... So, funny enough, when I used this Cyberman team on phase... Or on the first stage against Vegeta, I had already cleared the 5-turn mission for stage 1 with a different team. And then I came back with the Cyberman because I thought, again, that like the rare mission, the one that we're doing right now, was for that stage. So I did the stage again with the Cyberman team. And I did actually clear it in 5 turns, which I thought was pretty funny. And the way that I did it was by having the Int Cyberman on turn 1. Because then we get 3 full turns of his doing like 7 attacks in a row and getting up to like 150 million attack stat, and then it's just over at that point, right? But yeah, it basically is just the Int Cyberman show. No one's doing, like, any damage at all. I'm pretty sure the entire rest of the team is going to collectively do 1 bar of HP in the time that the Int Cyberman just does all the rest of his life. Pretty sure that's how it's going to work. Oh, we got hit by the super. Okay, GG's. We lived that? Oh, wow. I did not expect that. Wow, okay. And the Icarus actually does come into play here. Nice. That's interesting. I did not expect us to live a super here. That's 5. Yeah, it's only going to be 4. Okay, we want to try and get as much healing as possible. It's only 200k. Could be better, but we'll take it. Really, the key to it is going to be to heal with the Int Cyberman if we can at some point, because he's the one that's got the major defense stat, right? It's going to help us get back to full, which it'll be really scary, because if we can, I mean, honestly, if we're going to be tanking supers like that, then we just need to make sure that we stay healed so that we can tank those. Right now, we're actually in the danger zone, right? If we get hit by a super, we might be in big trouble. Though, we do have the best possible rotation, because again, now we have the AGL Cyberman who's going to take half damage, so... Alright, so yeah, it's looking like this is probably going to be a 5-turn setup as well. Probably? I'm dreading if it's going to be 7. I really, really hope it's just going to be 5. Did I even use my item this turn? Or this run? I don't remember if I did. So many resets in a row, you kind of forget. Oh my god, he just never stops attacking. Holy moly. Surely I have to have the item up, surely. Oh my god, and he even got the hidden potential, but it was just a normal. That would have been an insane attack stat. Probably upwards of like 165k. Or mil, I mean. Okay, yeah, surely we'll be done in 5 turns. That he did so much damage here. If he can replicate the turn he just did on the next phase, or like his next round, then we'll be good. I did actually use it. Okay, okay. Just making sure. Okay, I guess I'm gonna grab all these to try and free up those int ones for selection on the next phase, just in case. Just gotta get through one more turn of dodges here, and then we should be in business. Alright, we're looking pretty good so far. Pretty good. But it only takes one attack. It only takes one. We've still got quite a few to defend against before we're fully in the clear. Okay, luckily that was a normal. My goodness. That would have been bad. Oh, no, we just orb changed the int orbs. Ah, dude. That's actually so annoying. Okay, well, we're really, really in dodge or die territory here, so we are just gonna have to make this happen, right? Oh my god. Okay, we'll grab these. That way we can at least get, like, a red orb. Sure. Little bit of healing. Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta dodge this here. There we go. There we go. Alright, we should be in business now. Literally just gonna have to dodge 2 more attacks. And then we should be alright. Nice. Okay, I think we just got the dub. I think we did. We'll see how much damage he's actually capable of doing here. He probably is going to have to put out some critical hits. But that attack stat is going to go up by so much. We should be big chillin'. Let's see. Oh, man. It's looking rough. I am scared we're going to need 7 turns. No. Our HP is dwindling, dude. We haven't been able to get any healing going. This is crazy. Yeah, we're literally, like, so far in the danger zone right now. We cannot get hit. Like, we're probably going to die to a single normal. Oh, please, no. Okay. Super attack here. Yeah, the problem is he's just not going to finish it off, right? Like, yeah, even if this crits, I think he still has HP left. I'm pretty sure this is the last attack. If he has one more, yeah. Ah, dude, we actually have to go the full 7 turns now. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay, luckily we dodged that. Yeah, and we couldn't dodge. Oh my god, dude. Wow, how annoying. The only reason we lost there is because... The only reason we lost there is because... Wow. Okay, well. Not really much we can do about it. Because, yeah, had we selected those 3 int orbs with him, we probably would have been back to, like, 100% HP, and then that normal would have been nothing. That would have been fine. So that's why we have to absolutely prioritize every single turn. We did just get perfect rotations again, which is nice. Every single turn, we have to prioritize making sure to heal properly. So yeah, I kind of want to try to not select int orbs, if possible. I'm not going to be able to avoid it for the entire other turn, so I'll just select these. And then we'll keep all those int orbs on the right. I want to be able to pick up a full suite of int orbs every single turn if I can. That's the name of the game here. Because he's that unit that's going to keep us at full health, right? So it has to be that way. Already getting hit. Well, let's take those hits and get them out of the way. So we can survive a little later on. How about that? That'll be much better. Alright, maybe if we get... I wasn't actually tracking on that last run if we had perfect turns with the Cyberman here. I don't actually know... Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So, we might have missed an attack or two, because some of his attacks aren't guaranteed to happen, right? Like, that did not feel like 7 attacks. Oh, he's still going. He's still going. But, yeah, so maybe... I mean, he did just get a normal there instead of the super. So, like, this obviously wasn't a perfect turn, and we only got, like, what, 1 or 2 crits? One of his crits wasn't even on a super attack there at the end. So, yeah, I think it's possible for us to do this in 5 turns as well. Which would be nice, because it'll be a couple less turns of dodging, but we would need to get really lucky with the Cyberman, his, you know, setup. It was a lot easier to do 5 turns on the first stage, because the Cyberman has type advantage, right? That definitely helps. Him not having type advantage here just, like, definitely hurts the amount of, damage output that we have. Okay, I'm gonna skip the super attack with the AGL one, simply to select same type orbs. Maximizing every little bit of healing that we can get. Alright, well, luckily, I guess, like, his attack power hasn't really built up too much yet, because, holy moly. Wow, okay, so apparently this is the anti-dodge team. Apparently no one on this team is capable of dodging, is what's going on right now. This is wild. I mean, I'm glad we're at least surviving normals. This would be the absolute hell if these guys couldn't survive a single normal, right? That would not be it at all. So at least we have that going for us, but... Wow, that was a phantom input. How did we even get to this screen? I swear I didn't click that. That was weird. Okay. Alright. Okay, so this should be good for us. We're gonna get 3... What is his quick defense check? He's almost at 1,000,000 defense. So... Oh, I guess the leader STR one is as well. So he's gonna be giving us a decent bit of healing if we can prioritize STR orbs for him, too. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Alright, we'll get all of these out of the way, so maybe we can select STR. Yeah, the problem, it's really messed up. It's tough to, set up STR orbs for, like, slot 1, right? Especially because we have the multiple STR units on every rotation, so we're constantly selecting them. Whereas for the Int Cyberman, we can literally just never select Int orbs unless he's right there. So having the extra turn is a little bit, more convenient. But we do have to prioritize that healing. We really, really do. Because we've already shown with these past 2 runs, like, how capable of getting rocked we are, you know? If we just... all it takes is a couple of the wrong dodge fails, and then it's just game over. But we aren't just getting one shot for all of our health. So we gotta make sure we have enough health to tank some of these normals down. We were so close on that last run, right? Okay, lots of normals. Yeah, it's looking like we're signing up for a a 7 turn clear, which is, again, not super ideal. Yeah, we're at basically the exact same HP that we were at last time at the end of turn 3, so it's probably not going to happen here in the 5 turns. Oh goody, right? Which means we're not even halfway over. We still have quite a bit of work to do here on this guy. Okay, so here's where he gets scary, because he just got a big stat buff, right? Okay, we have to make the mission clear up these int orbs. Get them ready for next turn. We have to do that. They are here. And then I guess we'll do that too. So we can get the STR orb in slot 1. And then the int orbs in slot 2 and 3. Or 2, at least. That's probably going to work out. Oh, okay. Or that. Oh, we did live. We did live. Okay, 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 okay. Bro's rocking enough defense. We're actually okay here. You're gonna calc your... Yeah. You can use my video... Oh my god, dude. We got hit again. Wait, we got hit multiple times. We had so much HP left. Wow. Okay. That's fun. Run it back, I guess. You're going to... Yeah, use my rubric. Let me know if you want me to send you the spreadsheet so you can review it in closer detail. But... Yeah, you could use mine to, like, kind of guesstimate some of those other things. I did a lot of guesstimation. One thing I realized I didn't even mention in the video until after was the fact that the green shop has actually revamped multiple times. And, like, the things that were previously available in there, like, got removed and replaced, which means they don't reflect on the Dokkan Info website. So there are some things that I could have, like, you know, that could have potentially... holy moly, losing my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Things I could have spent gems on that I just can't track because I don't know what was there before, right? And, like, what got replaced. But yeah, you definitely should track that, Mr. Dokkan. That would be good. I am curious to see how it looks for some other people's... Because, like I said, I don't really have a means of comparison for that kind of thing. I just know of a couple people who have showed off their current counts. But I don't know, like, what crazy amounts people might have spent on stuff, right? Other than Runo, though, I want to say I'm pretty confident that, other than Runo, I've spent the most incredible gems of anybody. Even if I haven't accrued the absolute most, I'm pretty sure I've spent more than anybody else. Oh, no, we don't have rotations. Oh, hold on. Well, this isn't gonna work. I mean, I guess we just... I mean, we're dead here. We're dead. Like, we died. We just lost, so we'll just... Did I even use my item? I didn't. I'll just use it anyway, just in case, but I'm pretty sure we just lost here. This is also going to be an 8-turn clear, because we have the Cyberman on turn 2, so that's not welcome, either. Yeah, see, 1.3 mil on hand is crazy. That's, like, a lot. Right? That's, definitely a lot more than I have, but... Yeah, I'm very curious to know how much you have spent. Oh, GG's. Getting some, top secret info from Cozy here on Discord. Sent me another team I could potentially use for the rare mission. Alright, just getting some clarification about his team. But yeah, if this takes too many more tries, maybe we will switch to that team. We'll see. It's something I could build. Got the units for it. And we died again. But we expected that, right? Because we didn't even have our rotations proper, so that was gonna happen. Okay, we don't have them again. Alright, no rotations again. Man, we actually did get so close. That's insane. The other thing I'm upset about with that last run, where we had 100k HP. We got hit for 262k on a normal, And it was the last attack of the turn. The very last attack of the turn. And we were literally gonna, like, win on the next turn, basically. Well, I guess, no, we actually needed to wait 2 turns. What are we broing at, Cozy? I don't know if you still can't hear me if you're in class. Oh my god, slot 7. Oh yeah, no, that was trash. I'm so pissed about how I died. That was insanely lame. I was actually just ranting about that before you popped in just now. Yeah. No, we were like super close. That was like almost actually it, and then we just lost and died. Before you go though, explain to me how you use that team. How do you live with that other team? What's that? Just for the rare mission. I'm just running them for the rare mission. That's it. But I don't understand how you use that other unit. That other unit would get one shot, all of his HP, your whole bar of HP with one normal. How do you live with him on the team? How's it possible? Tell me these things. Oh, just Ghost Usher in slot 3? And then you just win with everyone else? I mean, I guess. Oh, this isn't the right Int Cyberman. I got tricked. I've been tricked. Alright, well, we're already here. Gonna save up all of the same type orbs because we're gonna need them for all these hits we're about to take. And I played myself because now I can't get the STR orbs on the first or on the next turn. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, this is a fun little turn here. Let's see. Alright, at least we're going to be back to a good HP level. This should be fine. Yeah, not 100%, but hopefully it's enough. And then, yeah, I guess we'll just get all of this out of here, too. Alright, we have a couple more Int Orbs on the field that we can start to, rotate down the field to make sure they're ready for this following rotation. Yeah, it is pretty bad. The whole this is the epitome of dodge or die, but I feel like I have to stand by this team just in general as a good team. Otherwise, I have no backbone to stand on with the existence of my entire channel, right? How am I going to say I have dodge in my veins if I'm not willing to depend on the dodge team, right? Has to be done. If anyone's going to do it, I'm going to, so. Nah. I will absolutely be done with this mission in 40 minutes. Are you kidding? But we do have more missions to do after, so. We're definitely still going to be, messing around here. But we will be done with this fight in 40 minutes. No way we're going to fail that many more times. I refuse. I refuse. Okay, so the thing is, the first 4 turns are kind of fine, right? Kind of. As long as we have, like, the rotations properly, where we have the STR Cybermen giving everyone their actives, or giving their passives, then, yeah, we're definitely fine for the first 4 turns. It's after he gets that buff, right? That's when it gets really scary. Okay, and then we do this. Perfect. Now we've got Int and STR to be able to heal us on the next turn, just in case. We are getting hit by this, so we're going to take a little chunk, but we'll be okay. Should live it. Yeah. Easy peasy. Alright, we're at about 80% HP, so I think we're going to be able to get back to about 90% with that amount of orbs, probably. It is actually a fight to stay at these high HP levels, man. It's crazy. And especially past turn 4, we're going to need to make sure that we are at a very, very comfortable HP number, starting out with that. Okay, there we go. We actually got a good orb change for once. It actually gave us an extra int orb this time, instead of taking them away. Cool. So there's that, and then now we've got all these int orbs on the left side that we can stockpile for the next turn. There we go, and we dodged the super. That is helpful too. Oh, did I ever use my item? Balls, I don't know if I did. I don't know if I used my Bulma. If I didn't, that's probably a huge choke. Because that definitely will equate to, like, another turn in battle, right? Yeah, I'll have to check. I'm gonna check immediately when the next turn starts. If I remember. Check and see if we got Bulma up. But I'm pretty sure we do. Based on the numbers I'm seeing here from Ant Cyberman, surely we have the Bulma up. Reminder that mine is only 55%, right? This obviously would be a lot easier if he was rainbowed. Because then I'd be able to give him a gold god equip as well. He does already have bronze and silver god equips. And I went full attack for him. He's got an 11 attack and then the attack and dodge silver. You pulled the Int Cyberman yesterday, Cozy? Ooh, that's nice. Still summoning, huh? Fake grinder vibes, huh? Oh, no. Please dodge. Okay, okay. We're chilling, we're chilling. Didn't want to have to take that, Okay, there we go. We got a little bit of healing in there from the Icarus. That definitely helps. This is when we need it, right? We really, really got to stay up at this point. Okay. Cozy, you're such a clown. Bro can't even hear me. He's over here supporting my words. Thanks, dog. Appreciate you. Okay, so, yeah, here's the tech. Here's the strat. We are actually going to forego getting his super attack, because it doesn't make a difference with the rare. He's not going to do any damage. He doesn't give himself anything better defensively for super attacking. We're just going to save all those int orbs so that we can heal at the beginning of the next turn, assuming we make it that far. It'll just give us a little more cushion here to be able to tank something coming our way, if we just keep that HP up as much as we can. Alright, I don't want to jinx us or anything. Oh, did I ever check? I still didn't check if we have the Bulma active. Oh my god. 5 turns in, I keep forgetting. Well, now it's actually going to be really important to check, because if we did end up using one on turn 1, it's going to fall off now. So we'd have to use another one now anyway, so let's go ahead and do that first thing. Yeah, we did use the other one. Okay, okay, okay. Second Bulma activated. Alright, and this probably 5 orbs here. This should be enough to get us to back to 100%. 96, okay. And then we have a couple AGLs just to push us like another percentage. There we go. There we go. So we're doing very, very good on HP right now. Just over 1 million at the moment. So, yeah, we did dodge a super there. As long as we don't get hit with a super attack, I think we're okay. We could probably tank some normals, though, if we need to. Alright. Oh, Cozy out here jinxing me again. This is it? Don't say that until the run is over. Please. Holy moly. Okay, so theoretically, this, we could win right here, right now. We could. We would need, like, a really, really, we need, like, a really, really good turn here, though, with the Int Cyberman. is the thing. We're gonna need, like, full super attacks, no additional normals, like, all additional supers to get that attack stat up as high as he can, and then, yeah, and then all crits, too. Oh, man, the normal, that hurts. Yeah, another normal. Okay, so we are gonna have to go 8 turns. We are gonna have to go 8 turns. Now, it literally doesn't matter what we do. We could do 0 damage here for the rest of the turn, it's fine, because the next time we get Inside-Bowman out, we win, and no one else could do anything possibly to get us to win before that, so we just gotta sign up for 8 turns. Okay, and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is why we needed to heal, because holy moly, we just took 500k damage. Alright, and so now we are faced with another turn where we cannot take 500k damage. We cannot. Okay, so we have 800k, defense with him. We'll select the STR orbs for a good bit of healing there. We can get all of these. Yeah, he's definitely obviously better, right? Okay. We'll keep him there. And then I guess we can just take all these tech orbs out, and now we've got a lot of int and STR available to us. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. Please dodge, I swear. Okay, and we didn't dodge again. Bro, can we please, like, I told you jinxed me, Cozy. I told you. I know you can't hear me right now, but you're absolutely a troll in my chat. You said that this is it, prior to when it was actually it, and you got me killed. So thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. That is wonderful. Okay, well, because we really, really needed that healing, like, desperately, I'm gonna go ahead and refill orbs here. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Coz. Appreciate that. Oh my god, dude. You know, the funny part is, we survived 7 turns, we just didn't survive 8 turns. And we could have been done in 7 turns. Actually, we died at the beginning of what would have been, yeah, it's turn 7. I'm just saying, like, if we had the Inside-Bowman on turn 1 instead of turn 2. Huh. Yeah, let's try it again. We're close enough. We're close enough. So, the other thing that I'm considering here is, a Ghost Usher. Instead of the Bulma item. Wow, my Amazon Echo is just acting up. That's funny. No one called you. No one called you. So yeah, if we were to use a Ghost Usher, that might help, because then after turn 4, once he's like really, really strong, we would be able to tank a little better potentially. Or, like, you know, there would be less turns of having to live through that whole dodge or die. But it's a question of how many more turns we would actually be in battle because of not using the Bulma item, right? So, I don't know. I'm not sure what the right answer there would be. Cool, just getting hit right away. Love that. Immediate frame 1 taking damage. That's helpful. Alright, well, let's see what the Inside-Bowman is made of this time. So, all of a sudden, I'm starting to doubt whether we're going to be able to finish all the missions. I think we might have to make this a multi-day thing. Because I think I would rather finish a mission or 2 and then play some Crash, instead of sitting here for however many godforsaken hours it will take to get all of these done. If every single one of these missions is going to be an RNG fest like this, because, okay, here's the thing. I think there's 4 or 5 missions I have left. One of them is to do the other fight with a full int team, and I was struggling with that already. I have already put over an hour of attempts into that, and it was not happening. So, that one I already know is going to be a horrible pain. And then I heard from some other people that one of the Tamagami missions is actually really tough, too. And this is people saying that it's tough that have units that I don't have. People that have access to Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, adult, and Super Saiyan 4 mini Goku. I don't have those characters, and yeah, people are saying things like it's tough, and those units are on their team. So I am very, very scared for that. And we're getting hit again. Lovely, love to see it. It's before turn 4, so we'll survive. Just more damage piled on that we're gonna have to try and heal back. So that's great. Okay. Cool. Thanks for the heal. Appreciate it, Icarus. And actually, we're gonna get a really good heal here this turn. Yeah, we had quite a few orbs to help us out there. That works very well. And again, we've got lots of int orbs ready to go on the board as well to help us when we come back. Please dodge this. Oh my goodness, yes. Alright, let's see what kind of RNG we get on this turn. Our attack stat started actually pretty high here. That is nice. Yeah, already over 100 million. I feel like there has been some variance with that, though. I don't know why that would be possible. Oh, I guess maybe it'd be the multi-turn parts of the passive. Does he have any multi-turn parts of the passive? Or maybe the STR one has some multi-turn parts of his passive? I'm not actually sure. Not actually too sure about that. Okay, this is a pretty solid turn here. This is a pretty solid turn from the Int Cyberman here. Yeah, nice. Over 150 million. That's definitely what we want to see. Can we get a crit here too? Nice. Oh, we did. But it still isn't good enough. His first turn was so bad that basically perfect turn he had made him equal out to what we've been getting before. But that very first run that we got really, really close and we ended up losing, this is where our HP bar was at. So he can take down these 4 bars on that next turn. He just needs to do exactly what he did on this last turn, again on the next turn, and then we're chilling, right? That's all we need. That's all we need. How do we do this? How do we do this? HP basically maxed, so we'll leave all this. Yeah, we'll get those going, and then we'll just grab these. Boom. There, now even if we take a bunch of damage here, we should still be okay. Perfect. First super dodged. You love to see it. Oh, well, we're going to lose again because Cozy decided to ruin it by saying this is it again. So, he has jinxed us, so just know that this failed run is again on his head. Yep, I knew it. Thank you, Cozy. Appreciate you for jinxing me yet again. Do we need a ban, Cozy? We might need a ban, Cozy. He literally just did that to us. Bro thinks he's safe. Craziness. I love that I keep getting lucky where I'm just jumping back in instinctively, and then I realized after the fact that we did get perfect rotations. Oh, whoops. I have, like, accidentally spawned in with the rotations we had multiple times. Alright, it kind of makes me anxious. We dodged all of that on turn 1. Just straight out the gates. Just dodged everything. So, feel like, I would rather have him dodging later than now. Right, like, the more we dodge initially, statistically speaking, feels like we're more likely to get hit later. When it would actually matter, right? But hey, at least we'll be at full HP. So we won't have to worry about normals and stuff from the rares not dodging. The only question mark will be if we get hit by any supers. That's the real thing we need to make sure doesn't happen. And we've only had one run so far where getting hit by normals actually, like, made the difference for us to die. But since we've been very, very diligent about our orb selection to make sure that we're actively healing, I don't think that that's going to be a problem anymore. It would only be a problem if we just, like, let that go by the wayside, not worry about healing or anything, and then, it is actually possible to take enough hits from normals that we're going to get, our health depleted over time, but as long as we're healing, that won't be an issue. Oh, we didn't get our rotations. Oh my god. Okay, so we're just dead here then. Well, actually, it is only turn 2. Hold on, it is only turn 2. The problem is this same rotation's going to be back on turn 4. So that is actually kind of an issue. I kind of hope we just take an L here, because, yeah, just, like, get hit by this, and then we'll just, I mean, are we even going to die to this? I guess for science, we can see. Oh, yeah, majorly, definitely. Okay. I thought we had our rotations, but it turned out that the guy I needed on turn 2 was actually in slot 7, so, yay. Okay. Game sucks. No, they're both on turn 2. If it was slot 7, I was going to consider that. Because it's almost perfect rotations, and we could really survive turn 1 without that proper rotation. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Just need to have the STR Cyberman split, and then the Int Cyberman on turn 1 is the ideal. And if Int Cyberman's on turn 2, we'll still give it a try. Okay, here we go. As long as he's not slot 7. There we go. That's the rotations we want. Oh, wow, it didn't even select the ints. That's actually dumb. Okay. I guess we'll select those. Sure. More getting hit right away. We love to see it. My commentary is going to start going in a loop. There's going to be nothing for me to say. Why are we hitting so weak? What's with the 62... What's... Yeah, huh? Oh. I know why. I know why. He has a clause in his passive that gives him 150% attack and defense per Saiyan Saga category ally in the turn. The STR... the SSR of the STR Cyberman is also on no categories. Which means he is only getting that 150% for himself, where every other rotation possible on this team would give him a full 300% of that. So, that's why we've got a bad turn going on this turn 1. That's fun. Which, essentially, getting a bad turn here just means that we are guaranteeing ourselves a 7-turn clear. It is now impossible to do in 5. So that's cool. Love that. That is very unfortunate. That's just another piece of RNG we would need, is for this other SSR of the STR Cyberman to not be on turn 1. Which, honestly, he is not outperforming the rares that much. It might be better to just put a rare on the team instead. Just so that I can't have turns like this before we get our rotation set up. Because obviously he's supposed to be the slot 2 on the opposite rotation, right? So, they ideally should never be on rotation together anyway, but... Okay, the Int one's gonna have to sacrifice a super attack so that we can get the board set up for next turn. Okay, still going strong with the dodges. That's good. Doing okay for now. Okay, this should be a decent turn for healing. We do have quite a few Int orbs that we can get here. That's all but 3. That's all but 3. It's going to be the same either way. Let's go ahead and grab these ones. Those other ones are going to stay connected a little better in that corner. So we can just stockpile them for like a turn. Up to 89% HP. Alright. We will take it. Okay, so it's looking like turn 4 is going to be the scary one, because we're not going to be fully healed yet. So that is not going to be super ideal. Because, yeah, even with the orbs that we can select at the start of the other turn, I don't think that we're going to be able to get back to full HP. Probably not. I'm going to read the Int Cyberman passive real quick, because I honestly don't have it 100% memorized, and I feel like I should, considering it's basically the only passive on the team that's, like, doing anything. I mean, the STR one is as well. I think I just need a bit of a refresher on the way that those are acting, because I'm just seeing a lot of differences in the number output every time, and with the exact same team setups and rotations, you would think that that wouldn't be as variant. But, like, sometimes we're getting upwards of 150 mil with him, and sometimes we're just not. So, let me take a look real quick. Okay. Alright. So, guard and 50% crit chance for all Cybermen. Per Saiyan Saga category ally on the team, he gets stats for himself. When attacking, stats for himself. When facing 3 or less enemies, 181% attack and defense. 70% evasion, and 50% DR for Cybermen when receiving an attack. Okay. And then for 31 turns, 81% for Cybermen. Okay. And then he should have something stacking. Yeah, per Saiyan Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, when key is 12 or more, this entrance animation would activate immediately and give him that. Oh, it's, yeah, one-time infinite. Okay, okay. Per Saiyan Saga category ally on the team. Per ally whose name includes Cyberman attacking in the same turn. He should have this stuff as well. Yeah, I don't know why there's such a variance in his attack numbers. There's no like differences for that kind of thing. These are only 1-turn raises. That's so weird. That's actually so weird. Okay. Dang, what do we do here? Let's do this. This is not going to give us a super. Does he need it? He sacrifices 10% HP when he supers. Let's not super with him on purpose. Maybe that's something I need to be doing, because my HP is such a problem, is like purposely not supering with him. Because, okay, wait. Surely the TUR is sacrificing HP as well. Yeah, see, but this is worth it. He's only sacrificing 3% HP, and he's raising our defense by a ton, right? So that is helpful. I suppose him getting an additional would be good, too, for the extra HP that he could be, or the extra defense that we'd be getting for everyone. I wonder how much of a difference that would actually be making. Let me, double check his build, too, because that could be another thing. That potentially the STR Cyberman's build needs to be more geared toward additionals for that reason, because I would assume I have him full dodge. But yeah, getting additionals with him would be good. Man, I really didn't even register that we were sacrificing HP on supers. That's probably... Oh my god. Bro. I feel like we need to change the stream title to just Cyberman. And that's it. Yeah, so he's full dodge. He's not even full, additional, which obviously hurts. I mean... Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. Okay, I think we're set up okay here. We're set up okay here. Yeah, we already have orbs stockpiled for the next rotation. We've got the new tech of never supering, if we can avoid it, with the SSR of the STR Cyberman. See, and that's the other thing. Sometimes turn 1... right away, I'm tanking that super attack for like 20k. And then sometimes it's just 150k. Not 100% sure about that one. Oh, I guess maybe it's turn 2 that we're taking the 20k because we're actually like lowering his attack. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, see here, okay, so on the last run, on our second turn with the Cyberman, we had the exact same rotation. The STR Cyberman slot 1, the Cyberman slot 2, and then another rare Cyberman slot 3. And we weren't even getting up to 100 million attack stat. Now, within the second attack that he's done, we're already easily over 100 million. I don't know why we had that difference. I'm not really sure what happened there. Did we, like, get hit with a super attack and he lowered our attack or something like that? I actually don't know. Very odd. Very odd, indeed. Okay, one more? Yeah, super? Yeah? Okay. We're actually doing pretty decent on damage with him. Pretty decent for his first turn of damage here. Yeah, okay. 3 whole bars have been depleted by him, so that was good enough. We've had multiple turn 1s with him where he only does 2.5 bars, or like 2.25 bars, so getting the full 3 bars was definitely more than we've been seeing. That's good. That is good. Okay, so we gotta avoid super attacks with the STR one. Again, if possible. Which it's looking like it will be. We can just get the blue orb here, and that should be fine. Okay, get a little bit of healing there. Yeah, perfect. So we'll grab this blue orb. And then, yeah, we want to avoid healing with this Int Cyberman if we can. Or actually, we can use... No, let's do this. Let's do this. And then we'll get a massive heal at the beginning of the next turn. I mean, not massive, but, like, we do have... I guess it's still only going to be 3 Int Orbs. I thought those would fall a little bit differently. Didn't quite work out. Didn't quite work out. It's alright, though. Hopefully we'll survive here. It is only turn 3, so we'll be alright. Next turn is going to be the scary turn, right? That's really the crazy thing about this, right? Based on the way we're playing this and the way our team is set up, we only need to dodge, like need to dodge from turn 4 to turn 7. That's it, because turn 4 he gets buffed, and then turn 7 we're going to win. That's like the way it works out. We start with the Cyberman turn 1. He's going to do 1, 3, 5, 7. Those 4 turns are enough for him to take out all the HP. So it's not really that much that we need to dodge, right? I guess it's 4 turns. 3.5 turns because we only need to dodge slot 1 on that final turn. So yeah, it's really not that much. Okay, so we're at 100% HP here. We're going to be looking very, very good at the start of this turn 4, because even if we do get hit by anything here and take some damage, we have a big, giant cluster of STR orbs that we're going to be able to heal with at the beginning of next turn as well. So we should be perfectly fine here no matter what. This would be getting us off to the races very well. Now let's just see how powerful we're looking with the Int Cyberman this turn. See if we get another God turn with him. Alright, that is 2 supers back to back. Are we going to crit on both of these? Let's see. Yes, 2 crits, 2 supers. Okay, 3rd super. Are we getting another crit here? Another crit would definitely be welcome. Yes, okay, another. Nice, nice. So far, so good. So far, we're actually on a perfect turn. All supers and all crits. This is number 4. Still going. Number 5. Another super. Okay. Another crit. Please. Please. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Oh, dang. Then we get a normal. Okay. Yeah, not quite. Not quite. 2 normals in there. Definitely hurt our chances just a little bit there. Yeah, so now we're, again, back down to the exact same HP mark. Again. So this is either going to be, we get a perfect turn on the next one, and we finish it in 5 turns, which if both of those supers there, or at least one of those supers had been or one of those normals had been a super instead, we'd be in a really good spot right now. But now we do actually need, like, a perfect turn from him. And even that might not be enough, right? We'll see. We'll see. Okay, how do we want to do this? I think we're going to do this. We'll grab... Let's grab these orbs with him. We'll heal back to 100%. Okay, we can get just the one... Yeah, we don't want to super with him. We really don't want to super with him. I'm not trying to sacrifice the HP. Just trying to leave us that cushion for getting hit by normals, right? Okay, and then... there's really no reason to super with him either. We might as well save the STR orb so that we can heal on the next turn. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Alright, one more dodge. You've got it in you. Yes. Alright, we only need one more dodge for the turn. One more. That's all we need. Come on. Yes, sir. There we go. There we go. Alright. This is still active. Okay. That's probably better. It wasn't, but I think we're still going to be able to get our HP to 100% here, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah. Could have selected more orbs, but that's alright. Didn't end up mattering. And then we might as well maximize for the super attack here, just in case there's some kind of shenanigans situation where he's got a sliver of HP left at the end of the turn, though I doubt it. As much as I love the Cyberman team and the rare Cybermen and stuff, I don't have a lot of faith in them to win fights, right? Alright, so... let's see how this goes. Let's see. Okay, so far so good. We're 1 for 1 on the super crits. We are 2 for 2. If we can go that 7 for 7, I think we do have a chance here. I really don't want to have to do 2 full more turns of dodging. Okay, we're 3 for 3. Alright, 4 for 4. We've got 3 left. This can be done. I'm thinking this can be done. Okay. 5 for 5. Yo. It's looking pretty solid at the moment. We're 6 for 6. Do we do it here? Oh, and we get a normal no. Oh, but the one more. Is this enough? Is this enough? Please. Please. It is! Yes! Okay, so we did it in the 5 turns. Wow, we actually got really lucky with that. Nice. Oh, we are saved. We are saved. Mission complete. Goodness gracious, I did not want to have to do that again. Oh, you best believe. Love to see that. Love to see that. Alright. Let's go collect that mission real quick. Yeah, finally, right? Oh my goodness. And you were the only one here to see it, Mr. Dokkan. I've got 1 concurrent viewer right now, so it's looking like it's just you, bud. Okay. On to mission number D. What do we got here? So we have to do stage 2 of Special Battle 1 with 3 Tamagamis in 5 turns. That's... oh. That's this fight. Stage 2... Special Battle Part 1, Super 3. Yeah, with the Tamagamis. Okay, so we have to do this exact same fight again with the Tamagamis on the team. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and make a team for it. Your total gem count overall is 2 million, just over the 2 million mark. Wow. That's actually insane. That is quite crazy, quite crazy. It looks like you're pretty close to my numbers then. How many total quest clears do you have? You were at, like, just around 200k, right? Okay, so I'm thinking we're probably going to use Forku as the leader here. Probably. If we need all the Tommies on the team. Yeah, 204k, yeah, so... interesting. So, your 200k quest runs equates to 2 million orbs. Like, 204 equates to 2.02 million. And my 232k quest runs equates to 2.3 million gems earned. Huh. Some pretty evened out looking numbers there. That's quite interesting. Okay. Oh, we're on... oh, yeah. What am I filtered by? Just Daima, right? But we could also obviously do... okay, so we know we want Goma on the team here because it's a 5-turn mission, so being able to use his... active and stuff, and he's got type advantage. I think I like the idea of him being here. And then, probably not going to be a Daima unit for the last one. So it's either going to be Goku Family or Battle of Fate. Let's see who else we want to put on the team here. And ideally should be an AGL unit, right? Because they'll have type advantage to be able to do the most amount of damage here. Yeah, no, it is crazy how many gems you got from your rank grinding. That is kind of insane. But you did, I mean, it makes sense. You went so fast, right? Like, you would have done a lot. Okay, so I'm thinking we probably just go AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. The problem is that he's not going to have his intro. Yeah, without his intro... I mean, I guess it's just one... It's a one-time additional super. And guaranteed crit on, like, the first turn. But he has a high chance to crit anyway. He really isn't super reliant on this. And then this is just defense, right? So yeah, he's still going to look like a monster on like his active skill turn and stuff. Let's go ahead and use him. The other thing we could do is bring this guy. Potentially as a sub in. Let's try this team first, see how it works. And then if not, we can sub somebody else in. Okay, we obviously want to have attack going for ourselves. And then now we can swap to... Man, we really need a Daima support memory, don't we? Power Beyond Super Saiyan, I guess. Best we can get here. Okay, this works out well. We've got good rotations. Nice. And we have both the Tamagamis. Well... We might want to float Tamagami too. The thing is, that's really tough. I don't know. Alright, we're gonna do rotations like this. Well, okay, here's the thing. To get Goma's passive fully active, if we want to prioritize getting everyone's passives fully active, then I think we need to put Goma in slot 1 here, and then we need to slot 1 and 2 the Tamagamis. The weird thing about doing that is that it probably means, because we're going to be floating the other Daimagoku, it would make sense to float Daimagoku here. And in the effort of, like, getting this done in 5 turns, I don't know if it's smart to float the STR Gokus just to get everybody else's passives up. You know what I mean? So on this very first run, we're going to attempt that. We're going to try and get everyone else's passives up and not focus on keeping the Daimagokus on rotation. And then if that doesn't end up working out, we can change our strategy going forward. Let's see. Yeah, you wish, Cozy. You wish. I am not redoing that shit. That was hell. But don't worry. I'm pretty sure we've entered hell yet again with this mission, so we'll see. Just making sure... this, yeah. Oh, I guess it's only defense for him, which isn't, like, the most needed thing. Yeah, let's actually not... Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're gonna do this. Nah, we really lose links that way. Let's just do this. Yeah, I think this is the best way. No. I know he's fine in slot 1. I was just thinking of the idea of not floating the Tamagamis because you want them in their respective slots in order to get their passives up, which is going to make them do more damage, right? So I was trying to kind of play with that idea. Because on this next turn here, we have Tamagami 1 and 2. Which means we could potentially put them slot 1 and slot 2. Just to get those passives up. But that means we would have to float the Daima 4-Ku, and I don't know if that's a great idea. That's kind of what I'm... Huh. Okay. Well, we'll see. Alright, hopefully Goma gets some good dodges in here. On this first turn. I don't want him to be a fish, right, when he comes back. Because he's not going to have that extra defense either, right? But we are actually going to have a pretty solid turn 4. We're just going to need to make sure to keep the STR Goku on slot, like on rotation here. Like probably what I'm going to do, because I can't rotate both Tamagamis anyway, right? I can only rotate one of them. So I could do this. But if I did this, neither of the Tamagamis are going to get their passive up. So I might as well do this, so that at least one of them gets his passive up. You see what I mean? I think that's probably the best way to go. It is also better for STR Goku. He'll have a better chance at EX Supers with the crit chance and stuff if we put him in slot 2. So, yeah, this is probably the way to run this. Let's see. He hasn't been massively built yet because of it only being turn 2. So hopefully this like 80% DR will be enough. Yeah. Should be fine. And then now he's going to get more stats up to help him in other slots when he comes back in the future. Alright, no links up made that hurt a lot. We've got a Bulma active, and he did 75 million on that. That's horrible. Really bad? Not good at all? Not even close? Holy moly. Yeah, I don't know about 5 turns. Holy moly. Yeah. No, for sure. Okay, so here's another thing I was thinking. It might even be a better idea for us to get, instead of having Super Saiyan 4 Goku be our friend leader, we could do Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Because then we're going to have a higher leader skill for the Tamagamis. Which, I mean, it's not going to make a ton of difference, but it will make some difference. And the other thing is, I'm pretty sure that Vegeta can outpace the damage that per turn than Goku can do. If he does get a lucky roll with, like, the multiple EX Supers in a row, then his attack stats just get so insane that I think overall he might be doing more damage. So, that might be the way. That might be the way. Alright, we'll go ahead and launch this right away. Boom. Perfect. And then, I mean, I guess we'll keep him in slot 1. I'm a little worried about him not getting the EX if we're not in slot 2, but hopefully we'll be fine. Alright, 24 key there. Grab these. Alright, cool. Okay, there we go. 212. That is much better. That is what we want to see, right? This is the Rainbowed Friend, and he also got the attack bonus from receiving the hit before attacking, and then he's also linked up with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which is giving him Saiyan Roar, most importantly, but a lot of other links too. So yeah, that definitely worked out well for us. Now we just gotta tank this little super here, no big deal. I am actually curious how that's going to start looking turn 4 onward. The idea of tanking these supers is a little bit scary. Considering how hard I know they were messing up the Cyberman team. That really is going to be the major question here, is surviving on turn 5. Because right now, as far as damage goes, we're doing really well. Oh wait, actually, no. We already won. Yeah, we already won. I don't think there's any way we can possibly lose here. Because we've got turn 4 next, which is the scary turn. Like the first scary turn, right? But we have Goma's active next turn. So we're not going to take any supers on the next turn. We should be fine there. And then the following turn after that, even if he does survive somehow on this next turn, when we come back on turn 5, we're going to have this Daimagoku's active skill, and it's going to finish it right at the start of the turn. So, yeah, we won. This was one try. Yeah, one try. Just fierce battle, shocking speed. Okay, I guess we'll do this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, that was what Behold was saying, is that it was hard. And so I was raring for it to be difficult. I did not complicate anything. I didn't complicate anything with this. What are you talking about? Okay, yeah, this should be pretty free, honestly. I don't even think we're going to get to the next turn. We'll obviously make it through the giant transformation all the way, but then once we're back onto the regular rotation, I'm pretty sure, especially if we get an EX Super with Daimaforku, we will be on our way to victory here. I mean, hey, medium difficult content exposes me too, alright? Yeah, you could probably do this 5-turn mission if you don't have Daimagoku. If you have Daima Vegeta, he's a suitable replacement. He honestly might be an even better option than Goku. But you could potentially do it with only one Daimagoku if you just had to run some other random pseudo run lead on the front side. The question really is getting the Tamagamis on the leader skill, right? Who did you even run as your leader? Did you have like mini Daimagoku or something? Okay, so now the question is, how do we survive here, right? Daimagoku surely is fine in slot 1, even if he gets hit by a super, yeah? But yeah, so mini Daimagoku is probably the next best leader, aside from this one and then the adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Without any of them, though, it's probably going to get a little bit difficult, just because you do have to have all the Tamagamis on the team, and they're not exactly on a whole slew of categories, right? Okay, so it looks like we are actually going to get to that final turn. Yes, sir. Okay, perfect. But we do have this active to use, so we'll just go ahead and launch that. That should be GG's right there. Should be good to go. Let's see. I have basically all the missions left, honestly. I have to do everything below this one, so like the heated throwdown missions, whatever there was for those, and then I also have to do the stage 1 against Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta with the 6 int types. I haven't done that one either. I'm gonna save that one for last, because it was a pain in the ass when I was trying it before. Don't really feel like going back to it quite yet. So we'll keep going on the next ones. Yeah, it looks like we got 3 left. So we have E and F, the 2 heated throwdown ones. Okay, so for clear stage 1 of heated throwdown on Super 3, with 6 UR or lower characters, so no LRs. And then what's this final mission? We have to do it with, with the Tamagamis on the team. Maybe this was the Tamagami mission he was talking about, but this one's not 5-turn, yeah, so he was talking about the other one. Okay, so a full rainbow team and the Tamagamis on the team. So you need to have an int unit with them. That's the tough part. So it's probably going to be Pansy or Daima Super Saiyan Goku. One of those two will be the int unit. And then the STR one's obviously going to be Goku. And then we'll probably just throw Goma on the team and call it good. Okay. But that won't work for the full UR mission. Let's go ahead and do that one first since I've already got a plan for it, and then we'll think about the UR mission after. Do you think I should start to save my stones until GDC celebration, or should I summon on Golden Week at Tanabata? You only have 200 stones. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of up to you. They're both, like, A-level celebrations, right? Because your S-tier celebrations are gonna be the anniversary and GDC. Those are your S-tiers, right? So your stones are best optimized by only spending on those two celebrations. Then you move down to your A-tier celebrations, which is going to include Golden Week, Tanabata, New Year's. Those are pretty much the three. Occasionally, they have other random celebrations that they decide to make more or less hype in whatever year, but those three are pretty consistently like your A-tiers, so they're usually pretty good to summon on. But yeah, that's a good shout from Cozy, that there is dual Dokkan Fest during Golden Week, so you've got, you've got some different, like, 2 different banners to summon on, which can honestly be a good thing, because then you can target your stones toward which characters you want specifically, right? But yeah, then everything below that is not really wise to summon on, so it's kind of up to you. And there's no real foresight anymore. We don't really know what's coming, right? So with the versions being synced, we just kind of have to hope and wait. But they are giving out more and more Dragon Stones every day. Like, just in the existence of the game. You know, if we look back at the recaps of every year, we're just getting more and more stones over time. So, having only 200 stones today is going to mean less than having 200 stones tomorrow. Or more. Or, you get what I'm saying. It's just going to be easier and easier to accumulate more stones because they constantly keep giving out more and more and more over time. Okay, so we need to do this with, we kind of already had an idea for a team build here, right? Basically this exact team, except for we need to have an int unit, right? So let's do these 2 leader skills and Daima, partial match, int. Okay. I mean, I was thinking Daima at first, but, like, there's really no reason for it to be a Daima unit, right? We might as well just use, like, them. That'll probably help, right? And then we could run Vegeta as the friend lead. Ooh. That might be spicy. Let's do it. I like the idea of it. And then, yeah, Power Beyond Super Saiyan still works. Yeah, no problem, Yuto Itsuki. Always down to answer the questions when you've got them. If you want to trust in the ticket luck, you shouldn't be ticket summoning anywhere around this channel. We typically don't get very lucky on ticket summons over here, so you would be upstaging me for sure if you got some good pulls with tickets. Just let me know. Okay, well, this is a disaster rotation here. Okay. We're going to keep Goma here for the extra defense. Since we're in a little bit more of a long-form fight, this is probably the way to go with it. And then we'll get Tamagami 2's active up. Or passive skill activated, right? And then, yeah, that should be good enough for turn 1. We'll see. Oh, dang it. I didn't use the Bulma item. Oops. I should have. I'll use it on the next turn. Sorry, we're not in a turn-restricted mission anymore. So it doesn't really matter how many turns it takes, but just ideally would be nice to, you know, be in the fight for less turns. Less turns you're in the fight, the less chances you have to get clapped by some super attack and die, right? So. I mean, yeah, the New Year's banner is definitely a good place, right? Like, it's a couple of months after all of those big ticket major celebrations where a lot of people will, you know, be convinced to do a lot of summoning, right? But then, like, if you resist the temptation and don't get those units while they're brand new, then yeah, the New Year's banners is like the next times to get them. As long as you plan for it, because again, like you said, it's right before the anniversary. So, you are gonna have to make sure to like skip out on stuff earlier than that to save up for it specifically, so that you have a big stockpile of stones ready for both that and the anniversary, right? Okay, these guys link up really well, huh? Yeah, that's not too bad. The only thing that sucks is Saiyan Roar. So, like, ideally, it'd be better to have Goku on this side so that we'd have Saiyan Roar up. That's the only thing. This isn't terrible, though. And then this way, we're going to be able to get the Tamagami 3 passive skill activated. Yes, Golden Week should be the return of New Year's, yeah. Oh, did you see that? Cozy. We just got the EX of all EXs. That's the EX no one's ever seen. Okay, pretty solid turn. Pretty solid first phase here. Okay, bet. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, we got some bomb diggities. How's things on this one? Maybe we float Goma here? I actually don't know. Probably, right? Probably. Or we do this. Maybe we should do this. Yeah, this is probably the better idea. I feel like 12th Annie is going to be Blue Fusions and GDC is going to be Namek Saga. You just have a strong feeling. Okay. Interesting. Blue Fusions, huh? Are we talking, like, tag switches? That's a thing. Like, I could see one unit being Blue Fusions. A tag switch Blue Gogeta and Blue Vegito. Just like a Dokkan original concept what-if unit, right? I could definitely see that being the unit. But what about the other one type of thing, right? Like, that one would mirror... Because we already have, like, the tag switch SSBE and UI. We already have the tag switch Super Saiyans from, like, the Buu Saga. And then we have the tag switch Super Saiyans from the movie, like the Gogeta. Both those 10th Annie LRs, right? And then we have the tag switch Super Saiyan 4s from 11th Anniversary. So all that's missing is tag switch Blues. Well, no, because we have the tag switch Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta from GDC. So then we need tag switch fusions, right? Yeah. Is this the final phase? There's one more phase after this, right? I actually have no idea. Is this the final phase? Can someone tell me? Do we know? Well, they wouldn't be the 10th Annie fusions, because the 10th Annie fusions were Super Saiyan, not Blue, right? But the 5th Annie ones, maybe, yeah. Yeah, I actually don't know if this is the final phase of this fight, which is a huge determining factor for whether I use active skills here or not. Give me a second to pull this up on Dokkan Info and take a look. Events, challenge events. Here, I'll toggle over so you guys can see. Okay. Heated throwdown here. Stage 1. Oh, right. It's either Goku or Vegeta at the end. Okay, so this is third phase, and then we have the last. What does he do? He stuns. 20% chance to launch super. Turn pass raises stats. Okay. Okay. How is our defense looking? Oh, mighty good, mighty good. Oh, except for we can't get... Ooh. This is not super ideal. We're gonna do this, though, because we can't get the orbs needed, right? Dang. Can we not get a 24? Oh, we can here. Okay. That'll work, and then... What do we need next turn? Yeah, Daima Goku is going to struggle here. Let's do these. We're not even close to a Dokkan attack. I don't think that that's something we're going to be able to rely on in this fight, so I'm not really worried about it. We'll leave that alone. Not too worried about the same type orbs there, is what I was saying. Want to try to set up the board a little better for the next turn if we can. I don't think I did it successfully, though. We might struggle to get that EX Super on the next turn. We'll see. You think Dokkan is definitely going to introduce a new rarity above LR in the near future? Also, new elements. New elements? Like AGL Tech Fizz Int? Elements like that? Or you just mean, like, new mechanics? Like, active skills, domains, EX Supers, that kind of stuff. I honestly don't think they're going to add anything above LR. I thought it was more likely prior to tag switches. Because the thing is, what they do for every premium character, right? Every like named unit in the game, they want to prioritize giving us a Dokkan Fest TUR for that character, a Dokkan Fest LR for that character, like potentially a yellow coin LR for that character, right? And then if it's a card that isn't just like a base version of itself, like let's say the focus is like Super Saiyan Gogeta, right? They're gonna want to give us first a Gogeta that transforms into Super Saiyan Gogeta, and then just the base Gogeta itself, right? So they're looking for all of those variants on all of those things, and then applying them across all those rarities. We were getting decently close to, like, them having basically flushed out all of the big ticket stuff, for giving them their Dokkan Fest TURs, their Dokkan Fest LRs, their transformed versions, their straight start of battle versions. There's like very few things we're missing on those elements at this point, right? Like, we need like an LR Beerus, we need like an LR Kid Buu, we need the non-transforming, just start of turn, Gogeta Blue, right? That doesn't exist in game, right? So certain things like that, but we're getting pretty near the end of all that. And then they added Tag Switch, and now there's just like a million more options for potential releases, and they can basically redo everything that they've already done in-game in Tag Switch form. So I think Tag Switch is essentially the new rarity. I think that it would muddy the waters a little bit, and just make things a little bit make there be too many options. That kind of sounds weird, but that's my honest opinion. I think Tag Switch has changed the course of that. I don't think that we're going to see anything like that for a long time. Didn't Legends recently get a new rarity? Do you guys know anything about Dragon Ball Legends? I don't really. But I thought I heard that they got a new rarity. And I'm curious if that rarity is equivalent to, our version of LRs, or if it's equivalent to, like, whatever is above LR, right? Don't actually know. Okay, so these orbs are a little bit cooked right now. It doesn't look like there's actually a way I can get the 24 key for Daima Goku, as I predicted. So I think we're going to go ahead and go like this. Hope that Int or the physical orbs fall properly. Yeah, I didn't think they would. Alright, well, majorly cooked here. That's fine. Is what it is. Still have Bulma up. Oh, we never activated Bulma. Oh, shame on me. Shame on me. Alright, well, we've got her up now. Okay, we still tanking okay? We still tanking alright? Yes? I'm pretty sure we've taken our 3 hits at this point with Goma. Do I think that they will introduce another new mechanic for 12th Annie, or just chill for that Annie? And if so, what are your thoughts? They will add a mechanic, because they do it every single anniversary. I have a resource here that I can pull up. Let me see. One sec. Here. This. There we go. Okay, so look, this is every single anniversary. They've added a mechanic with every single anniversary that's come out. And then the 11th anniversary was obviously EX Supers. So they will add something during the 12th anniversary. We just don't know what it's going to be, right? We kind of already have... I mean, I'm not really sure. I don't really have ideas to spitball, to be honest. No one's asked me that before. Yeah, maybe like, okay, an 8th link, like a super link. That's my idea. So that when you have a unit at link level 10, you can add an 8th, it adds like an 8th link onto the card. Or so like based on the categories available on the card, there will be specific links that are tied to categories that you could choose from. So, for instance, because we have Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta here, right? He's at all link level 10. So there would be one link available for each of these categories, and I could choose which of those links I wanted to add as the 8th link. And then, you know, some of them would overlap. There wouldn't be like an infinite amount of extra links that you could add for that 8th link slot. But basically it would just be like a small sample of links, like 10 different links that have different types of effects or whatever. And then you could choose to add that in as the 8th link for any card. That's my idea for an Annie mechanic. Okay, so we are on the final phase. We got Vegeta, which is honestly good. I think that that's going to work out pretty well here. Let's go ahead and use our active skills now. You were thinking a versus mechanic, just like the One Piece Treasure Cruise, if you played or seen that game. I have heard of it, and all I know about it is that it's called One Piece Treasure Cruise, and that it is not live anymore. And that game has been shut down. But I don't know anything else, so yeah, I'm not sure what mechanic you're referring to. Okay, let's go ahead and... We're gonna end up putting him in slot 1, so it's okay to do all this now before we select orbs. Oh, wait, do we still have a Bulma up? Oh, yeah, we used it, like, way late, huh? Okay. Okay, that was some good damage. We got lucky on the crit there, honestly. That's pretty good. I did have a pretty good idea for an anniversary leader skill that I think is something they could still do. It synergizes so well with every single... I've mentioned this for like 2 or 3 years now, and it has synergized so well with like every single anniversary that we have. It's kind of insane. So my idea is, because they always do Goku and Vegeta as the main, you know, pairing of headliners for the anniversary, that they would have the new anniversary categories be Alliance of Goku and Alliance of Vegeta. So basically it would be Alliance of Goku would be every Goku card in the game, and everyone that fights on the battlefield alongside Goku. And then Alliance of Vegeta would be the same way for him. I think that would be so sick. That would be those would be some really, really fun categories. They'd be very widespread, right? Would be quite good. So you said it's like 2 units in 1, but like the reverse exchange, instead you select one of 2 characters and load in. Usually they just use, if for rival characters, like for example with the LR Tech Frieza and Gogeta, you would pick one between one of the units and load in with that. So how's that? That's just tag switch, but worse though, because now you're forced to only use one of the kits and you can't use the other one. I guess the only thing that's better about that is that, right, the way that they've been getting around that now is they've been setting it up where like we're able to turn one swap, right? So this is potentially better than like the 10th anniversary units, for instance, because the 10th anniversary units, you have restrictions that are going to not allow you to be able to tag switch until later down the road in the fight. So there's no way to get their tag switch forms out on turn 1, right? But with a lot of the more recent tag switches, they've been giving them a mechanic where they have the ability, through some type of restriction of team building or enemies you're facing or whatever, that you're actually able to just turn 1 swap them. So that's essentially the same thing. I guess just with your idea, you wouldn't have any team building restrictions. You'd just be able to like run whatever you want and then choose prior to the start of battle. So I guess. Because tag switch exists, it eats up a lot of those possibilities. I feel like they would rather just continue with giving tag switches that have the ability to switch on turn 1, right? They're probably just going to continue that trend versus doing something like what you're saying. Okay, so big fat GG's here, right? We won pretty easily, I'm thinking. Alright, we have that active up. Let's go ahead and use the Goma active here just to make sure we're safe. Waste a little bit of time. He's probably not going to be doing too much damage for us with his big ol' type disadvantage, but... Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. Forgot that we have actually gotten to stack a few turns, so he has a real attack stat now. Well, good. Then maybe he will be able to finish this off for us. We can be done with this even sooner. Alright, and then we will just have 2 missions left. One, which I'm thinking is not going to be too difficult. We just have to run this fight again with a full TUR setup. Which, I mean, I guess I will say that, like, all of the most relevant units on our team have been, LRs, so... We'll see about that. Maybe we should try this with the Cyberman team. The Cyberman team is all TURs. Maybe that could work. That could actually be quite funny. But I'm pretty sure there's a dodge cancel phase we can potentially run into here. So... maybe that isn't the best idea. I mean, obviously, there's stronger builds to use, right? That's the main thing. Alright, let's just put Goku first slot. He's probably going to be able to KO. And then, if not post-super, he should be able to tank at least. Not going to be too bad. Oh no, my headset's dying. Let's get this bad boy plugged in. There we go. Alright, and the additional does it for us. That is a W. Another mission down. Perfect. Okay, so we just have B and E. Alright, so 6 UR or lower characters. Let's take a look. Maybe we should try to use the new, let's try for, oh, sorry, did it say stage 1 or stage 2? Let me just double check that. I already made the mistake before of doing the wrong stage, so stage 1, Super 3. Okay. Okay, 6 UR or lower characters. Let's try the new team. Yeah, so UR or lower. This is everything we've got. Okay. Let me remind myself what they would need to have on rotation. Oh, wait. Hold on. I know what to do here. Okay. So we've got... He's buffing Saiyan Saga, Giant Ape Power. Okay. He doesn't really have any restrictions. Okay. So we've got him. The thing is, I don't know if we want to put Cybermen on this team, because we're not going to have any other Cybermen on the team. So yeah, it's not going to be super ideal. Well, he is going to still have this, because there'll be a Nappa on the team. And then he will have this from the Saiyan Saga. Maybe he still will be good enough. Let's try it. We'll put him on the team. And then, maybe we should do, like... Daima 4Ku. He should be on Excel Battle. Oh, no, he's an LR. He's an LR. Duh. Okay. So yeah, I guess without Daima 4Ku... Hold on. Let's do... just... Saiyan Saga for the moment. And then we can add in Raditz. Raditz. And Nappa. And then we just need one more unit. Who probably should not be on Saiyan Saga. There's not really too many good options left there. So let's go ahead and go for Accelerated Battle and see who else is here. We do need to go in SA10 Raditz real quick. Or Nappa real quick, though. I didn't SA10 him on purpose because of something. Let's pick this last unit, and then I'll mention why in a second. Who's going to be best here? Keeping in mind that the final phase is STR or Tech, and it's going to be random between which one. Who's like a good unit that can stand on their own, you know? Maybe... Wait, let me double check his links. He does have Saiyan Roar. Ooh. Maybe we bring him, because he's got Saiyan Roar for him. I was thinking of, Int UI, potentially, but I think I like this. Let's try this. Maybe this could work for us. Okay, so the reason that I, had not SA10'd him yet is because, or SA15'd him yet, is because, when I went through and did my super attack leveling for these EZAs, I actually, so like, here, let's go ahead and jump into EZAing, or to training him. Notice that I've got all these Nappas available, because I have a bunch of Nappas that I'm eventually, like a bunch of units in my box I'm eventually planning on getting rid of, right? Eventually, over time. So all of these ones that I have unlocked right here are units that I've previously, there are SA10'd if they, you know, they're all link leveled and everything too. But they're unlocked because I'm eventually planning to Baba these, right? To make way for better power level units. So what I've been doing is over time, as I have the necessity to super attack level things, I'm feeding these characters in to super attack level. But I'm also trying not to ever go negative in power level on the power level, like, leaderboard website. So every couple days as it updates, I need to make sure to not take enough of a dip in power level to go deficient and then get a negative reading on the power level leaderboard. So the fact that I did the Raditzes this way meant that I lost enough power level to where I couldn't feed in Nappas this way, or I would have lost so much power level that I couldn't actually get back to current, right? By the time the next, like, website refresh happens. So, I am simply going to skip out on that for Nappa this time. But because I am actually using him, I'm just going to go ahead and feed some Kaizen. Just so I don't have to worry about that. just so we can also get this done quickly, right? Because I could sit here and I could go look at the website real quick, see where my last power level read was, and then calculate the number of level 10 links there, and blah, 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 all that. But it'll just take too much time. It's fine to use the Kais. It's no big deal. Okay. Alright, so here is the build. Wait, I do need to add his equips really quick. I haven't ever put those on him. Hold on. He does have his own unique equips, right? Yeah. Here we go, level 9 defense, and... is it this? Yeah, okay. There we go. You're jealous of my Saiyan Saga team? Do you not have the units? Or what? Okay, this should be good. Let me double check equips here. I'm pretty sure that these are all not going to have good equips, right? Oh, he actually has decent equips. These aren't terrible. Those will work, for sure. He probably has none. Oh, he actually does have some equips. Wow, random. Okay. Nothing, like, super great, but they're there. And then he's got, like, none. Okay. They're not going to need them. They're not going to need them. They'll be fine. This event is not going to be that hard, surely. Okay, now the question is, like, what support memory do we use? Because I don't think we have a Saiyan Saga one that we can put on, unfortunately. Yeah, they don't really have any that they're going to be able to use. Maybe, like, the Gifted Warriors one, because the Gifted Warriors one is going to cover, our leader and friend leader, at least. We could also do Goku's family or Vegeta's family. Vegeta's family would actually be better, because it's going to be the two Vegetas. Oh, well, I guess Goku's family would include Raditz, right? Maybe we do Goku's family. Oh, well, we only have enough reels for the Vegeta's family one, so I guess we'll do this then. Okay, and then the only time it would have mattered to have the two characters active so we could tag switch to Nappa and use the target skill would have been right now, and both of our Vegetas are on the opposite rotation, so GG's. GG's! Alright, and then what is this? Oh my... 2.5 million just out the gate? Yeah, I guess that's what that 3870% does, huh? Or 3780%. Jesus, dude. That's so much defense. Alright, I genuinely can't imagine that this mission's going to be too hard. Just 6 UR characters, like... Surely we're going to have a very easy go at this. Surely. I mean, I think, honestly, this team is probably even stronger than the last one that we used. Like, the other one had a higher pinnacle of units, you know? Some of the units were capable of doing definitely a little more damage per turn than what we're probably going to see on average here, if we factor in, like, all the active skills that we got towards the end of the fight last time. But, yeah, I don't know. I think we're looking pretty solid here. Okay, we have Saiyan Roar up for these guys, too, which is good. Because the thing is, we don't have the Tamagamis on the team anymore, right? So, like, the team overall, I think, is just going to be a little bit better. Oh, no. We might need to roll runs until we get, Not Mr. Supreme Kai there. Yeah, let's see. We can dodge him. But I guess he hits a little too hard for us, huh? Yeah, we're probably going to need to hope for Glorio. Okay. Or, you know, just some better rotations, I guess, would be a thing, too. Okay, so we can actually use the target skill from Nappa here. Let's go ahead and do that. We can reverse exchange here real quick. Before we do, though, let's go ahead and read his passive. I just want to make sure if he's got, like, the Golden Frieza Gogeta thing where you want to put him in slot 3. Oh, yeah, see, when he receives attacks in battle, when receiving an attack, he gets a bunch of, it's all defense. Okay, so it doesn't actually matter. Oh, wait, here. For every attack received, he's getting a bunch of attack. So, yeah, you do want him to be in slot 3 when you use the active skill. And he's got a different name than this Nappa, so they've got all these links up. That's so sick. That is really, really good. And it's just a target skill mechanic, no attack coming in. We actually don't need him to be slot 3. Because there's no attacks in slot 2, so this works out fine. We can do this. Alright, I'm curious to see what this Nappa's attack stat's going to be. This is also the Rainbowed Friend, and he's got a decent link set up at the moment. 78? 78, not terrible. We'll take that. Oh, and it's an AoE. I forgot about that. That's very good. Wow. Okay, yeah. The Cyberman definitely does not look nearly as good off the Cyberman team, right? There's just a lot of his passive that he's not getting. But it's looking like for the purposes of what we're doing right now, it's still going to be alright. So, that's good. Okay, we did get Glorio this time, so that's good. No more character locking for us. Now, the tricky part becomes... he has a 100% chance to super in slot 0. Oh, problem solved. And then we just dodge it. And then easy clap. Yeah? Surely that's the answer. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. I guess we'll select the one orb here. And then we can heal back whatever with Raditz. That was a lot of damage. And we did not counter. Okay, cool. Lovely. That's awesome. Kind of forgot to... Okay, so the thing is, Goku only had like 300k defense there. And he... Oh. Okay. We had no superclass allies attacking in the same turn, so that definitely hurt the damage reduction on that normal we took. And he also had type disadvantage. This guy honestly is not the best for this team build here. We might need to find someone else that's gonna have a like be a good slot 1 for us. Let's try and shake that up a little bit. Let's see. I mean, like, this guy is potentially a viable slot 1, potentially. Just because he can dodge, right? Struggling a little bit. Just a little bit, not a lot of it. Oh, we also have Int Janemba. How do we feel about Int Janemba? Ooh, no. I was going to use him. Let me just refresh myself on if he needs, like... Oh. Yeah, he's not going to work for this team because of this part right here. He's not going to have all of his dodge. Yeah, I don't really like that idea. Man. Who else possibly can we use? We could go for Janemba. He's gonna have a lot of dodge. 90% dodge before attacking. Let's try him. See if we can make it work like this. And then... Still Vegeta's family? Yeah, I guess. We could also do the Broly support memory now. The one that gives a buff to, I think it's Gifted Warriors and Uncontrollable Power? Question mark? I think it would include both the Vegetas that we have on the support memory now, and then it would also loop in Janemba. We could take a look at that after this run, if we fail. Alright, so we can do the Nappa strat on turn 1 here. Might as well. And then I think we'll put him slot 2, just because I want him to return on rotation. Who's slot 7? STR Nappa, yeah. Okay. Oh, these are both AoEs. This is actually really good. Having Physical Raditz here, too, because he's got the AoE as well. Alright, so far so good. So far so good. Not going to be too difficult here. The only thing that'll suck about getting the Supreme Kai, instead of it proccing Glorio, is that, like, we don't have enough time to set up our rotations, because it's only the second phase, so whoever he locks is just kind of GG's, you know? If he locks someone in slot 1, and then supers them, like, what can I really do about that, you know? Because, like, we have Janemba coming up, but he's in slot 3. So if Janemba either gets locked in slot 3 or someone else gets locked in slot 1, then we're probably just toast. Oh, but it actually doesn't even look like we're going to finish off the rotation here, which is kind of worse. Because then we're not even going to have a dodge unit on rotation. I suppose because we do have STR Nappa. He's going to have a lot of defense. But he also has type disadvantage. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know that I've built a great team for this, to be honest with you. Like, it is the newest team in the game. It's literally all of the newest units that exist. And then Janemba. So, surely we'll be okay here. Right? Alright, we are going to keep Janemba around. I think that's a good idea. Okay, might as well go for the same type orb selections. Maybe, who knows, the Dokkan attack might be a thing later. We'll see. Oh, 90% fucking dodge, and we got hit. Are you kidding me? Bro. There's no way that just happened. 90%. And, of course, we got... dude, horrible luck back-to-back seconds. Oh, my God. Okay, so at least we can do... I just realized we didn't even use the active from AGL Yamcha, or AGL Nappa before. We could potentially use it here. Yeah, we have no defense on STR Nappa because Int Yamcha, or Int, Janemba got hit. So, I think we're going to have to use the Nappa active here to survive the turn, unfortunately. And he's locked in slot 3, which is kind of where you want him anyway. But, yeah, that's about all we've got. Wow, that is so unfortunate. Okay, well, we're going to grab these to make sure we can get a super attack. And then, what is his conditions for, like, active skill? When facing one enemy after receiving an attack 3 or more times. Oh, so this is just up for the rest of battle. Okay, we'll wait on it then. Okay, well, we'll see if we have enough, enough HP to make it through the turn. Hopefully with that active skill, we're just going to double-digit tank our way through, but I honestly don't know. This is my first time using this unit, so... Alright, well, we tanked it. It's good. It just sucks that he has the guaranteed stun there, because it means we're also not doing any damage on his active skill turn, and that is kind of a pain in the ass. Because now we have another turn to deal with of this, and we're not going to have that same active ready to go, right? So, that's a little bit annoying. And we still have no HP to work with. So, add that to the list of annoying things. Oh, you know what else is annoying that I just realized? We wouldn't have even been on turn 1. Okay, yeah, that's annoying. Janemba got locked in slot 2. Okay, so now, also annoying that I forgot to use Bulma. That's, we wouldn't even be in the situation we're in right now if I'd used Bulma. Because the only reason it took us that extra turn to take down the first phase was because I didn't have Bulma active. And then, fuck, I keep calling him Yamcha. Janemba, stupid super Janemba, took that, hit in slot 1 and took all of our HP away. And that never would have happened because we wouldn't have even been on that phase. So, horrible luck all around, basically, is what's happening this time. And now we have no choice because we will just die here. So we have to use this active skill as well. Just absolutely wasting the active skills that we have available early on in the fight because we didn't get Glorio. We instead got Supreme Kai. Nothing we can do about that. Nothing we can do. Alright, at least we can get a little bit of healing in here. It's going to be like, you know, 4% healing total between all these characters. Love to see it. Okay, so he is stunned, no damage coming from him this turn, which means we're probably going to have to find a way to survive a third turn of this godforsaken phase. I'm almost feeling like we would have better luck with the Cyberman team. Like, this team doesn't even feel as good as the Cyberman team right now. Yeah, and the sad thing is that Janemba does not perform in slot 2. He is a slot 1 or slot 3 character. He actually does really horrible in slot 2, so all we're going to have here is his dodge. Which, oh, I guess he doesn't need anyway, right? Because of the target skill. But, yeah, so he doesn't really do anything for damage. Okay, and Raditz just got locked in slot 1, and I'm pretty sure because of that, we would lose. Because he is at 400k defense. Oh, I mean, he does have a good chance to dodge. This is not his first turn from entry, right? Yeah, he's been in battle for 4 turns. So he doesn't have the extra 30% dodge. He just has 50% dodge here. So we have 2 options right now. One, I could use the physical Raditz active skill and end the phase, and then we guaranteed move on to phase 3. which should not be too scary. That'll be a fine phase. And then we have nothing, absolutely nothing left. We will have used all of our active skills prior to the final phase of the battle. Or I can save it, hope that we get the 50% chance to dodge to proc here to win the phase. Those are my options. And I feel I need to risk it so that I have a better chance at survival later on that final phase. So I am actually going to risk it for the biscuit here. We are going to hope we dodge. Wish me luck, chat. Moment of truth. We dodged it. Can I get some dodge emotes in chat, please? Alright, on to Tomagam. Is that thunder? Is that thunder? Is it? What the? 1 second, please. Just 1 second. Oh my god. It's actually a thunderstorm outside right now. Wait, hold on. When I drove home from work today, I got off work at like 5 p.m.-ish, between 5 and 6 p.m., so the sun was out. I have a black car, so with a black interior, so it's very hot. It was baking in the sun. Like, I was sweating on the way home in my all-black work uniform. It's now thunderstorming. It's like pouring down rain outside. What? Welcome to where I live. Insane. Insane. Okay, so we're gonna put some faith in Inch and Emba again. Don't ask me why. I know it's not a great idea, but it's what we're gonna do. It's what our reality is. Okay, we're getting solidly no heals going on. It's kind of a little bit scary. A little bit scary. Okay, I guess we'll keep those orbs. That'll help us for the next turn. Did my music pause? Music did pause. Cool. Skip. I rebel against that OST. There's no way this one played right after. That's really funny. Oh. No, Shuffle is on. Why did those play back to back? I rebel against this one too. These are the revamped OSTs for the 5th anniversary Blue Fusions. I don't really like those ones that much. Sure. We'll take this one. The reason I don't like them is because the original ones were so good, especially the Gogeta one, and they made them not as good after. Wow, I cannot believe it is pouring rain the way that it is. That came out of nowhere. That's quite insane. Alright, hopefully Cyberman Boy here is, good enough. Hopefully. Ooh, you know what other TUR team could be kind of powerful? The manga team. What do we think about that? What if we brought the manga team in here? That could be kind of insane, no? Alright, how are we looking? We should probably switch back on both sides. Okay, we don't really have a slot 1 here. He's got 1.6 mil. Did we just put AGL Vegeta there? I mean, he got absolutely destroyed against... Okay, let's take a look at the... Sorry if you guys can hear that thunder, by the way. Oh my goodness. A lot of rain coming down. Oh! I just saw lightning flash out my window. Holy moly. Okay. So yeah, I guess... I can feel the rumble of that. Holy moly. I guess if the stream just dies or cuts instantly, fair warning that, there might be a power out. That could very well happen here, so, stay tuned if it happens. Yeah, holy moly. That is a very real possibility at the moment. Okay, so AGL Vegeta got absolutely destroyed by this super attack. He cannot survive this. So having that information in mind, he shouldn't be able to survive this either. Because this is also like 3 million. And neither of them raise stats. So yeah, Vegeta cannot survive this. But this is only a 20% chance to proc. So the chances of it happening in slot 0 are very low. And then Vegeta's super attack effect does greatly raise defense. And he's getting multiple additionals too to help raise that. So as long as he doesn't get slot 0 supered, we should be able to live here. So that's going to be kind of the hope. Also, I'm curious if Nappa's defense is dynamic. So we're at 1.6 mil. Let's select some orbs, heal a little bit, and see if that number goes up. And now we're at 1.67, baby. Okay, so it does go up. That is good. And then that means now when we select all of these and it goes up even more. Oh, it's still only at 1.67. What? So it's a start of turn buff, but it can be dynamic until he selects orbs, and then it's no longer in effect? That's really weird the way that that operates. Okay, interesting. How is that written in his passive? The more HP remaining, defense goes up. So I guess it's at the time of selecting key spheres. That's really, really interesting the way that works. Okay. Good to know. It would have been kind of broken if you could just straight up, you know, heal with him, because he's already got so much defense himself. Being able to select orbs with him to get more defense back, or you know, to get healing, which is you're gonna heal a lot from the fact he has a lot of defense, and then get even more defense from the healing, and, you know, it'd be a self-serving mechanic. But unfortunately, that is not our reality. Okay, let's see if all of that was for nothing, or if we at least, yeah, okay, sure. Sure. Okay, so, this team lacks the slot 1 units needed. That's the problem here. This team's not going to work because we don't have slot 1 units. Is Physical Raditz a slot 1? I mean, he gets all of that. The one-time damage reduction as slot 1. When facing only one enemy... No, but that's as third attacker in the turn. He gets the evasion. Oh, he does get the 20% DR here. Oh, and he has all this defense before attacking, but that's when... Oh, or when there's an ally who includes Vegeta on the team. Okay, so he will have this. So yeah, Nappa, or Raditz is a good slot 1. So if we just do Int Janemba on one side, and then Physical Raditz on the other side, we should be fine here. This should work out. I think I'm actually going to give the support memory to... Let's see if we can do that Gifted Warriors one that I was talking about. It's Gifted Warriors... Oh, it's... Why was I thinking Gifted Warrior? Oh, it's this one. It's this one. Gifted Warriors Pure Saiyans. There we go. That's going to be better. Now that is 5 out of the 7 units on the team. Yeah, we should have probably been using that one the whole time, but is what it is. Okay, so we've got Janemba, and then Raditz is on the other rotation. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So we can just keep them as our slot 1s, and now we know. Now we know this is the way to operate the team. Alright, first order of business, get that Bulma up right away. Extremely immediately, please. And then, because we can do it, we might as well do this now. Oh, actually... No. Because if we use the active skill on this side, we can't use this active skill later, and we want to use that active skill, like, on the final phase of the fight. So, let's actually avoid doing that if we can. Let's avoid doing that. Alright. So far, so good. The dodges are coming in clutch. And I think Physical Raditz is going to be nice for us to be able to have as a slot 1. Honestly, thinking about it, maybe I should do a Physical Raditz team here. Because, I mean, well, let's first see how he... Oh my god. Okay. Alright. What's the leader skill looking like? Saiyan Saga Pure Saiyans. Okay. Yeah, let's switch gears here. Let's switch gears. Okay. We're gonna go physical Raditz. We're gonna go physical Raditz. Saiyan Saga. Pure Saiyan. Okay, so obviously we want Vegeta on the team still. We're gonna get rid of Janemba, and we want a Pure Saiyan. So this should give us some really good options, right? Pure Saiyan. Who is the best TUR Pure Saiyan that we could add to this team? And then we're also gonna have a friend Raditz now too, which is gonna be helpful, right? Majin Vegeta would be nice, but we're not gonna have a Trunks or a Buu Saga enemy. Man, some TUR tag switches would really be nice. Holy moly. They just don't make them, do they? We're not going to have Realm of Gods units. We have a lot of Extreme class units, so we can't use him or him. What are his restrictions? Extreme class enemy gives all allies defense 40%. Other than that, he doesn't really need... Oh, yeah, per superclass ally attacking in the turn. He's also going to need that. Dang. Wow. Options not looking insanely hot. LRs are really where it's at nowadays, you know? We can't rely on Caulifla here. She's not going to be having that guaranteed dodge. Man, this is tough. Oh, man. Yeah, honestly thought there would be more answers than there are here. Okay. What about them? There's no restrictions. No restrictions in the kit. I think we do them. It feels weird to do, right? But I think that's the right play, honestly. The only other thing I could even remotely think of doing would be to put a second Cyberman on the team for him and then do a Cyberman rotation. The problem is the STR Cyberman isn't on the leader skill. And like, he only performs well if he's on the Cyberman leader skill, right? So, like, we could do, like a Cyberman team with, like, the manga units or something, but I don't know. I see a whole other slew of problems coming about if we decide to make that our reality. Oh, what about him? He's not bad. We need a Youth or Dragon Ball Seekers category ally. I don't know if we have that. It gives him that for... Yeah, he kind of needs that. Youth or Dragon Ball Seekers. Is this guy Dragon Ball Seekers? Oh, he is. And it's on the turn or on the team? In the same turn. Okay. We can try him. But the trick is we have to have him on rotation with this Vegeta. Okay. And then, as a quick aside, is he on Accelerated Battle? He is not. So this guy will not work on the Nappa Vegeta leader skill. So we are going to be leading with Raditz here. And then the Cyberman shows up as the friend lead. That's really funny. I mean... Is it workable? Is this like... Do we do this? I feel like no, right? Because the only reason you're ever going to want the friend lead Cyberman is if you have your own lead Cyberman. So both the STR Cybermen are like doing their thing. Probably not, right? Just grab a Raditz. Okay, and then now we've got the Pure Saiyan Gifted Warriors. Yeah, it's still going to be on 5 of the units there. Okay, let's go back in. Try this one again. Oh, and actually, we just got really lucky. They did spawn in on turn 1 together, so he's got his entrance animation up. That's good. Alright, so we already know Raditz is going to be our slot 1 boyo. He's getting so much defense when receiving an attack. He is going to be a god in slot 1 for us. We'll target them, even though he's doing an AoE, just for in case he does an additional normal. So it'll be type advantage. Alright, and then we can stay on the Vegeta side. Maybe I should have kept him on rotation just because he's stacking. At least for that first 7 turns while he is got the entrance animation up. Maybe that would have been a good idea. Not 100% sure. Okay, yeah, Raditz is doing big work. Honestly, haven't seen any units just double-digit tank these supers before on turn 1. Usually it's a dodge or die kind of situation, so that's cool. You'll love to see that. Okay, well, we're getting plenty of super attacks in here. That's really good for his defensive value. Looks like we got the guaranteed dodge proc too, so that's nice. Alright, and we have our Raditz's split, so we are chilling there. We didn't use a Bulma, no! Forgot to. No big deal. Should be alright. Is this just... Oh, wow, there's actually a few links here. What the heck? Brutal Beatdown and Coward. That's attack 15%. This is... Key 2 and crit chance. Okay. We're gonna go... I don't know what the idea is. No, actually, let's do this. This is a good idea. Because Tech Raditz has a dodge chance available to him. So if he gets locked in slot 1, then at least we'll be able to potentially dodge, right? Whereas if the inside woman gets locked in slot 1, if we rotate him off here, then that wouldn't be good. So we're just preparing for the potential for us to get, you know, the Supreme Kai proc, which ideally we don't. Ideally we just get Glorio instead, and then we're fine for sure, right? Okay. Okay, we got Glorio. That's good. That's definitely good news. Means we don't have to deal with any locking. The bombs are much easier to deal with than that, right? So we will take that for sure. Okay. Raditz up front, and then... Ooh. I guess let's just grab these. And then that. Okay, we might be in a little bit of a scary spot on this next turn, just depending on what bombs show up, but we'll see, we'll see. Because we didn't clear any of them off the field this time, so might be problematic. But we're still doing good on the tanking side of things, so hopefully we'll be able to keep that trend up through the end of the fight. We'll see. And if anything, because we're doing so much better with the physical Raditz's tanking for us in slot 1, the Nappa Vegeta, we can actually hang on to this active skill. And the Raditz active skills as well. We're going to be able to just hang on to till the final phase of the fight, so that should be good. Wow, we're doing so much damage here. This is nice. Okay, yeah, this run is going a lot smoother. For sure. Okay, nice. You love to see it. A 2021 banner unit, just absolutely mollywhopping like he is. That is great. Okay, let's go ahead and get his active up. Get some extra defense on him. I mean, attack and defense, but the defense is really what we want, right? Okay, still looking a little bit lackluster, but it is what it is. We are going to float him again. Let's do this, and then we can do same type orb selections for both of these Johnnies. Perfect. There we go. Alright, let's see how this turn works out. This is not a stunning attack, right? Okay, just lowers defense. Well, we've got plenty of that, so don't you worry. We have got plenty of defense to go around. Okay, I think our types are set up decently. We don't have any int types to do a ton of damage if we get Vegeta. But if we get Goku, we do have a couple AGL types to counteract, you know, his STR-ness. But then we also have our Raditzes, which are physical. So it kind of works out either way. We're either going to be all type neutral, or we're going to be some type advantage, some type disadvantage, right? Mainly for, like, I'm speaking to, like, our active skill units. Because obviously we have, like, the Int Cyberman's technically an Int unit, but he obviously isn't doing too much in the way of damage for us. So, yeah. We shall see. In fact, if Raditz's, I would need to reread it. I don't exactly remember, but I think Raditz's active skill has guaranteed crits. So, in that case, I would want the STR fight. I would rather go against Goku than Vegeta here. We'll see what we get lucky with, though. Looks like it's going to be one more turn in this fight before we get there. Not a big deal, though. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so this guy's just going to launch his super attack in slot 0, but we already know we can tank it, and he doesn't have any stacking or, you know, building going on, so this should be a guaranteed survival turn. Okay. Oh, nice. We actually got lucky to get the, the orb he needed. Perfect. Easy to survive that. And we're on to a 55 million attack stat with him. Wow. Good stuff. The support on rotation was definitely a lot from the Tech Raditz, right? Okay, we did get Goku. We did indeed get Goku. So let's go ahead and launch this active real quick. Perfect. And then now we can... Oh, wait, actually I just realized something. Hold on. Let me look in his passive. This. The second clause. When facing one enemy... or when there is an ally who includes Nappa on the team. We get attack 200%, launches an additional super attack, and high chance to evade as the third attacker in the turn. And then... Yeah, but that's only as the third attacker in the turn, right? So... That's one additional, and then he has another additional in the hidden potential system. And we also have... Oh, the damage reduction here as the first attacker in the turn. Okay, so hold on. Here's what I want to do. Because I'm pretty sure these proc this way. We're going to go ahead and app reset real quick. I want to launch his active skill in slot 3. Because if I launch the active in slot 3, then it should proc that third attacker in the turn part of his passive, which is going to give us the extra dodge, the extra attack and stuff, and then we're going to put him in slot 1. And he'll get the slot 1 part of his passive as well. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Let's see. I mean, we're not actually going to be able to prove that or anything, right? Unless he does, like, 4 super attacks, then we'll know for sure. Wait, and we probably want to have him linked with Nappa? Wait, does he actually link better with the Cyberman than Nappa? No, not quite. It's almost, okay. So yeah, there we go. So now he has been the third attacker in the turn. Alright, and then now he's the first attacker in the turn. So this should be solid from him. What are our defense numbers looking like? 1.5 mil? Oh my goodness. Oh, and then do we still have Bulma up? We do. Because we used her late, I forgot. Alright, well, as long as we can survive right here, I think we're going to be okay. We have another active skill turn coming up. Oh, defense is not everything, is it? Well, we have a lot of damage reduction. We also have some dodge. We didn't dodge. Okay, yeah, the DR was enough. The DR was enough. We're up to 60 million on that attack stat. Very good from Raditz. And the guaranteed crits coming in are helping out too. Okay. What does this fight even look like? Normal, normal, super, super. Interesting. When a Vegeta's family category character is present, he gets 50% attack. Okay. Performs crits. Alright. Yeah, this is honestly not too scary of a fight. We do have a Vegeta family character on the next rotation, so that could potentially pose an issue, but we'll see. I think we're going to be alright, though. Alright, Int Cyberman hanging in there. Attack stats not looking too insane or impressive, but hopefully the defense stats are going to be keeping up. But honestly, because we're rotating him off now, we're probably just going to finish the fight before he has to come back. And he doesn't have to take any attacks this turn, so we'll probably be okay here. Probably. Okay, so now he has that extra 50% attack from there being a Vegeta's family up. We have got our second Bulma active, because that one just wore off for us. Alright, now let's go ahead and launch some more actives here. Let me double check exactly what this active does again, if there's any support. Yes, okay. Saiyan Saga category allies do get attack plus 20%, so we want to... oh, and I think 30% even, because we're also extreme type, right? So we want to launch this active skill first, then. To give a buff to Raditz, and then we will launch Raditz's. Perfect, that is looking good. Alright, and then we'll do the same thing we did before. So we'll launch Raditz's active in slot 3, and then we can swap him into slot 1. Alright, we're gonna have a hard time losing right here. This is looking pretty solid. This turn is about to be absolutely monstrous on damage, right? Yeah, there we go. Over 100 million for physical Raditz. Did you ever think we would be seeing physical Raditz with 112 million attack stat? Did we think the day would come, guys? That's crazy. What a guy, what a guy. Okay. Third attack incoming. Yes, sir. Okay, yeah, we should easily be able to tank this. Though we did lose a lot of our defense value. Oh, we just straight up dodge it. Sure. I was gonna say, we did lose a lot of our defense value when, like, after attacking, right? Because he gets, like, that 600% or something like that when receiving an attack, but it's before attacking. Like, a bunch of it is before attacking, so... He actually is, might not, even with the super attack effects, building up his defense, he might not even be as strong defensively after supering as he is before supering, right? Kind of one of those weird anomaly characters set up that way. Okay, let's see if AGL Goku has got what it takes to finish this off. If not, we're going to have to struggle through one more turn. One more little turn here. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're quite going to have the attacking power to make this happen, unfortunately. We're going to be just shy there. Yeah. Oh, he's taken this. We're not dodging. Wow. Oh, we did dodge. We did dodge. It was just way late in the animation. Holy moly. Okay. We should be fine here. Yeah. We're going to be fine because prior to us supering, we will definitely tank. we'll definitely tank the super if it's slot 0. And then if the super is after that, well, it doesn't matter, because we have a Dokkan attack right here, so we are definitely gonna KO. Alright, well, that, yeah, no, I think it's finally over, Cozy. I think we did it. I think we made it happen. I think so. I think so. Yeah, that was not too difficult at all. Just took a little bit of fine-tuning to figure out what's the best way to use this new Saiyan Saga team, right? But yeah, honestly, solely based on that run, and let me also, like, clarify, I haven't done a ton of running this new Saiyan Saga team. That was my very first time attempting to use the new Saiyan Saga team. And, like, the new Nappa Vegeta, I'm still not fully versed in their kit, but it feels to me like the double Raditz team is better than the double Vegeta Nappa team. I don't know. That's just me. But alright, we will take that. That is another mission down. Perfect. And now we only have one left. This is just the 6 int-type characters. I got a level with you guys. It's 10 p.m. my time. We've been live for 3 hours. I already worked today. Haven't gotten any free time yet. I don't want to do this mission right now. I don't. We've got 12 days left. We will do a different live stream. Where we take down this this mission, but I don't think I want to do this one today. I'm kind of feeling done. I don't even think I want to boot up Crash, honestly. I'm kind of feeling iffy about that. Talking for the last 3 hours has taken it all out of me. I'm like, ugh. So yeah, I think we're gonna, we're probably gonna wrap up stream here. I think I'm gonna be done for the night. Yeah, no, I just, like, I feel like playing Crash. I just don't feel like talking anymore. There has been a lack of chat happening over the last 3 hours of stream. There has not been enough chat for me to, because, like, it's one thing that I'm just trying to, like, enunciate and dictate, and so, like, my throat muscles are sore because I'm just talking so much, but also my brain. I'm, like, exhausted because I just have to keep coming up with things to say because no one's been saying anything in chat. So yeah, I'm just, like, very physically and mentally exhausted from it at the moment. So I think we're just gonna call it here for today. And call it good. I need to keep it in the back of my mind that, you know, this was an experimental thing. I streamed at, like, a late time, right? Typically speaking, because people are 9-to-5ers, no one's, like, dwelling on the internet at 6 p.m. So that hurts my viewability on stream and stuff. I think I have better engagement, better interaction when I stream early in the morning, which sucks for me because I don't even like being awake at those hours. So, yeah, but I don't know. We'll figure it out in the future. But I figured I wanted to try and see what an evening stream would look like. And as I suspected, it is not quite as lively in here as it would be during a normal, like, morning stream. So, but thank you guys for sticking around and kicking it with me. I appreciate you. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Okay, so before we finish up the stream, we will start it, or we'll finish it the exact same way that we started it. I just want to make sure that that little auto team that I created is still functioning properly. Yes, sir, it is. We have a hack. Hacks enabled, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, should be pretty easy for me to get this AGL Vegeta friend lead. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Yep, right back into Whis grinding. Gotta get all my support reels back since I just spent them all on that challenge event grinding. Okay, well yeah, we're gonna go ahead and finish it up here. Thank you guys for joining. And I will catch you guys very soon for another stream. If we don't end up doing a stream between now and then, the very next stream that is actually guaranteed to happen is going to be, mark your calendars, it is going to be on 4/14, April 14th at daily reset time, which will be 5 p.m. PST for me. We are going to go live, and we will be live for the Dokkan Day face reveal mukbang live stream. Also featuring Nightman. He will be here for that. So, yeah, look forward to that. We might stream between now and then, but that is the next guaranteed stream. So, look forward to it. All right. Well, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys for joining, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.